while learning a whole new scheme. These other guys have all had to pick up new terminology and new schemes very, very quickly.
Everybody know about the situation, everything that happened here, and I was out of town when it happened, so I was able to put things together, structure things the best we could in the small amount of time we had, to make sure everybody's accommodated. It's bigger than football, you know? Like, it's bigger than football out here.
Shedeur Sanders just make NFL history and fix the block in the same week. Because Mary Kay Kitt's expression said everything. Pure jealousy. This man is out here throwing dimes on the field and donations off it. And suddenly Cleveland's sports media looks like they just bit into a lemon. You've seen quarterbacks win games before. But have you ever seen one rebuild his own community while making his haters spontaneously combust? Buckle up. This story feels like it's straight out of a movie.
For training camp, Shedeur Sanders in town, and you know what? The guy is involved in the community.
Yeah, like it's not more important for the quarterback to be the face of an organization for him to be out there doing that. And if we're going to drag him through the mud for for getting speeding tickets, 2 speeding tickets, whatever it is, then you need to, when he does something positive, shine light on it as well. And that's tremendous. And it's tremendous for those children, and that's something that they'll always remember.
Yep, and you know what? It was his time. So he put it together and saw the need to do it.
Subscribe if you believe Shedeur Sanders should be the starting quarterback. From the moment he landed in Cleveland, it felt like a meteor had struck the Browns' media room. Not because he fumbled a snap or dropped a controversial quote, but because he arrived like a future Hall of Famer with heart, vision, and something no one saw coming: a working moral compass. You could practically hear Mary Kay Cat clenching her keyboard in the background as the entire room realized this wasn't just another rookie story. This was the start of a revolution.
He's talking about that we got to see if he's capable of handling, okay? The list of things that she named for Dillon Gabriel, and I'm not taking nothing away from Dillon Gabriel because he does look good, and I give him his respects, okay? He's doing his thing out there. The things that she listed for Dillon Gabriel, in which she said,
See, the traditional Cleveland script usually goes like this. A new quarterback arrives, the media tears him apart, the fans panic, and Mary Kay turns one bad spiral into a full-blown saga. But Shedeur decided to flip the script entirely. He skipped the drama, ignored the hunger for headlines, and chose something different. He actually helped people. Like genuinely helped them. He showed up in the community before he even unpacked his cleats, proving that leadership starts long before the first snap.
Media, Fox Sport isn't showing this. ESPN isn't really showing this. And if they did show it, correct me. I'm not above reproach of criticisms. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I looked for it. And if ESPN did share it, it was not on their national spotlights. Because news of a melanated brother doing what we've always been doing will never be talked about, would never be shared. They're only going to show you the other narratives.
Now, for someone like Mary Kay, who's built a career reporting on quarterback chaos and locker room whispers, this was a real problem. How do you spin controversy around a rookie who's too busy funding youth football camps to care about your 800-word think piece on depth chart politics? It's hard to paint drama when the main character refuses to play the game.
It's earned. I mean, that's something that he's done a great job of interacting with fans, and but he is a great kid. You guys will get to know him more. He's working like crazy, just like all the guys.
It's amazing to watch how these kids are attracted to somebody of great character, and to see him come and just get involved. It means a lot. It means a lot to the community.
Shedeur didn't just arrive in Cleveland. He descended with purpose. Most rookies step into a new city cautiously, trying not to trip over their contract clauses. But Shedeur, he stormed in like a one-man PR hurricane. While other players were buried in their playbooks, he was out rebuilding playgrounds and shaking hands like a mayor on a re-election tour. And the media, they weren't ready. Not even close. Especially not Mary Kay. To be fair, Mary Kay Kitt has seen it all. She's covered the Browns' endless carousel of quarterbacks, from the hopeful to the hopeless. She probably had a whole segment lined up titled Asterisk, Why Shedeur Isn't Ready. Asterisk, but instead, she found herself reporting on him handing out scholarships and visiting youth centers like a man already running for governor. The look on her face during that press conference was priceless. a mix of confusion, passive aggression, and the dawning realization that this wasn't going to be another routine QB teardown. Jealousy. Well, this was full-blown crisis. And it was only just beginning.
To the 5th round. He's come to camp and OTAs with a great attitude. He's a hardworking guy. He has a good head on his shoulders. He's always positive, always optimistic, always keeps a smile on his face, and you like going to work with him.
Plus, Shedeur didn't stop. The man treats charity like it's part of his training schedule. Monday, film review. Tuesday, footwork drills. Wednesday, organize a book drive for inner-city schools. His social media isn't filled with brand deals or flashy workout clips. It's packed with community projects, photos with local kids, and messages about financial literacy. Meanwhile, Mary Kay is busy writing another piece about whether he's getting enough snaps with the first team. Babe, he's literally rebuilding a city block. Maybe you should be the one getting some reps. But let's be honest, this isn't just about one salty journalist. Shedeur is doing something much bigger. He's redefining what it means to be a quarterback, turning the old archetype on its head. And that's what's really melting Mary Kay's timeline. Because when you've spent your career guarding the gate, nothing hurts quite like watching the gate walk right past you.
Fun Fest is quite a stark contrast from a couple weeks ago, June 23rd, when there was an explosion here. 44 units at the Rainbow Terrace apartments were damaged, more than 100 people displaced. But now if you look around, hundreds of people are out here. Everyone has a smile on their face. I don't know if you can see in the distance, but Shedeur Sanders is out here playing football with members of this community. On the other side of this valley, there's food trucks, different games, inflatables, free haircuts. I talked to members from Shedeur's team. He said they pulled this thing together in about 5 days. Everything is...
This is bigger than media drama. It's a full-blown cultural shift. The Browns didn't just land a quarterback. They landed a brand. Shedeur Sanders is the kind of athlete Gen Z lives for. Authentic, unapologetic, and completely unbothered by old-school expectations. He doesn't need a polished quote in tomorrow's paper. He's got TikTok, Instagram, and his own direct line to the fans. And Cleveland, they're eating it up. Jersey sales are already out of control. They've had to restock twice before training camp even began. The fans aren't waiting for an official QB1 announcement. They've already crowned him. Meanwhile, Mary Kay is still dissecting Otis like she's cross-examining witnesses in a courtroom. The locker room feels it too. Every time she walks in, the energy shifts, because Shedeur isn't just another rookie trying to blend in. He's the one everyone's watching, the guy leading without ever needing the title. And you can bet Deshaun's feeling a little twitchy watching it all unfold. Because Shedeur didn't come in guns blazing or talking trash. He came in quietly, purposefully, and went straight for the soul of the city.
Brown is going viral once again. On yesterday, Shedeur Sanders hosted an event in a community that was destroyed by fire, along with a teammate of his by the name of Mike Hall Jr. And the impact that Shedeur is making on the community right now, oh yeah, man, that's big time. That shows you the type of heart that Shedeur Sanders.
That's how you win the war before the first snap. You build loyalty, you build narrative, you build trust. And trust me, the trust is coming in hot. When was the last time Cleveland got this excited about a player? Usually, it's cautious optimism wedged between a pessimistic sigh and an apology to the fan base. But this time, it's pure electricity. And it's not just because of what Shedeur might do on Sundays. It's because of what he's already doing on regular Tuesdays in forgotten neighborhoods. You want a stat line? Try this: 0 turnovers, 3 charity events, 2 food drives, 1 scholarship initiative, and a full-blown media meltdown. All in under a month. Meanwhile, Mary Kay still thinks this is about practice reps. But it's not just Cleveland that's watching. The entire league is paying attention. Other rookies are taking notes because Shedeur isn't just setting the bar. He's dunking over it. NFL executives are starting to realize they're not just scouting arm strength anymore. They're scouting brand leaders, culture shifters, and game changers who move cities before they even move the chains.
The tweaker just got exposed for racist or racial tweets and reference towards Shedeur Sanders. Well, not tweets, just more outlandish statements she continues. People calling out a lot of these subjective races, narcissist races. And when it comes to Mary Kay, I don't know how that alleged tweaker got a job with a professional organization. Forget about football. It could have been IHOP. I wouldn't eat food over there with a...
Meanwhile, Mary Kay is still squinting at 5-second video clips shot through a chain-link fence, trying to decide whether Shedeur's mechanics look NFL ready. Here's the thing about jealousy, it's loud. And it gets really loud when the spotlight that used to be yours suddenly isn't. Mary Kay has long been the queen bee of Brown's coverage, but the hive has moved on. Now they're buzzing over Shedeur's every move, every quote, every community visit, and she just can't keep up. Because Shedeur isn't just in the media anymore. He is the media. He's the headline. He's the moment. And no amount of old-school reporting can change that. In fact, every article laced with passive aggression only adds fuel to the fire, making his fandom burn even brighter. While NFL veterans are out here struggling to remember their own zip codes and rookies are fumbling through playbooks like it's their first day at Hogwarts, Shedeur Sanders is busy winning hearts, minds, and half the city of Cleveland. Not by talking a big game, but by simply showing up.
The most accurate quarterback I thought in this draft. When he sets his feet, when he's comfortable in the pocket, and he delivers the football, the ball goes where he wants it to go. And, you know, this was a quarterback that was asked to have to win football games for his team. I don't think that can be overstated, is that, you go to a team, and it's a really good team, and you become a complementary piece. Yeah, your stats might be a little bit better. Your win-loss record.
Visible in Cleveland communities than the potholes in winter. And that's saying something. Charity events. He's not just cutting ribbons. He's showing up with his sleeves rolled, sneakers laced, and energy like he just downed 5 prime hydrations. Youth football camps. Absolutely. He's out there throwing spirals to 10-year-olds like it's the Super Bowl, hyping them up, coaching footwork, and signing mini jerseys like he's already got a bust waiting in Canton. Food drives? You bet. He's pulling up with crates of groceries like he's personally feeding the city. Some of these kids have gotten more free meals from Sanders in a month than they've had media coverage from Mary Kay in a decade. And the fans. They're head over heels. The man could run for mayor tomorrow, and half the city would vote for him before he's even played an official NFL snap. His influence is spreading like wildfire through a dry forest. Browns fans who still had Baker Mayfield jerseys buried under their beds are now proudly rocking Sanders number 2 like it's a sacred relic. His merch sales. Out of control. This isn't casual excitement. It's shut up and take my money levels of fandom. Online shops can't keep his gear in stock. Every post he makes turns into a retail event. He drops a selfie in a hoodie. It sells out in hours. Wears a bracelet with the Cleveland skyline. Etsy crashes. Shedeur's not just building a brand. He's ignited a movement.
Rally, plans a community festival, in light of the tragic fire that took place a few weeks ago. I don't know what more y'all want from this kid, man. He's putting in the work. Had a little hiccup with some speeding tickets. We all had that, but you cannot deny the fact that he coming here showing up and putting on for the city very early.
Then we hit the plot twist. Shedeur is doing something almost unthinkable for a rookie. He's telling his own story. No filtered headlines, no spin, no awkwardly worded articles trying to define him. He's got his own platform, his own media machine, his own audience. He's dropping content that hits harder than a blitzing linebacker. Cinematic training montages, mic'd-up camp footage, even sit-down interviews with himself. Who needs a PR team when your whole life already looks like a Nike commercial?
Millionaire black men coming to help the impoverished. Because if you start that, first things first, let's give a big up to Shedeur Sanders for going, because it was a tragedy in Cleveland. He just showed up in Cleveland. He brought a boxer with him, and I believe one of his defensive players with him, right? He didn't want to just...
And the irony, it's beautiful. Shedeur hasn't even officially won the starting job, yet he's already the main character. A walking plot twist. He's taken the rookie playbook, edited it in Final Cut Pro, added slow motion, dropped a soundtrack, and uploaded it to YouTube with 5 million views overnight. Meanwhile, Mary Kay. She's still technically covering the Browns, but now the Browns are unofficially covering her. In memes, jokes, edits, and side-eyes, all courtesy